Water slides. More and more of these fun attractions have been popping up on cruise ships around the world. Some were built with the ships and some have been added in recent refurbishments. But either way, here is a list of the top 10 cruise ship water slides. Number 10. Green Lightning on Carnival Cruise Lines. Exclusive to Carnival Splendor, this tall drop slide was added in a recent 2019 refurbishment following the ship's deployment in Australia. The slide starts with you stepping into a glass capsule when suddenly the floor drops. You are then sent down an 11.3 meter high freefall drop before sliding into a champagne bowl. You spin around a couple of times before exiting the slide via stairs in the middle of the bowl. This slide will have even the most experienced thrill seekers screaming. Number 9. Super Sail on Royal Caribbean International. Found on board Royal Caribbean's 5 Oasis-class cruise ships, Super Sail is one of 3 on-board water slides that make up the perfect storm. The ride starts with a terrifying see-through tunnel, looking down 13 decks to Central Park, before the ride spits you out in a champagne bowl. Once you've circled a few times, the water drags you over to a tunnel where you slide down to the exit pod. This slide was first featured on Harmony of the Seas, as well as her later sister ships Symphony and Wonder of the Seas. Her 2 older sisters, Oasis and Allure of the Seas, both have it added in later refurbishments. Number 8. Riptide on Royal Caribbean. Found on board Navigator of the Seas, this slide is an industry first. This slide was the first head-first matte slide at sea. Riptide brings the water closer to the rider's face as he races down before an exhilarating finish in the translucent tube. Number 7. Aqualoop on Norwegian Cruise Lines. Found on Norwegian Breakaway, Norwegian Getaway, and Norwegian Escape, Aqualoop will take guests plunging down a 16-meter drop before taking them up a full loop, then bringing them back down to the end of the slide. This attraction was first introduced back in 2011 on the Norwegian Breakaway and has quickly become a favourite among guests. There's even a hatch at the bottom and the top of the loop in case some guests don't make it over. Number 5. Aquaduck on Disney Cruise Line. The Aquaduck, aboard Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy, shows a hilarious story while at the same time thrilling guests. This was the first aqua coaster at sea, where 2 riders can experience the ride at the same time. Starting in the funnel, riders make their way in a clear tube over the water in a 2-person raft, and like a traditional roller coaster, it goes up and down using powerful water blasters, as well as a Space Mountain-like chute. The ride then has a translucent lazy river section over the Lido deck so you can wave at guests down below. This ride is one of the longest rides at sea, making it one of my personal favorites. Number 4. Aquamouse on Disney Cruise Lines. Featured on Disney Wish, Aquamouse is what Disney is calling their first Disney park attraction at sea. Riders sit in a 2-person raft and are lifted up a long chain lift, which, via mini screens, tells hilarious stories about Mickey and Minnie Mouse's adventures. Then, you encounter a large drop in the dark before you re-enter an open-air uphill segment before the final drop at the end of the ride. Number 3. Aquaracer on Norwegian Cruise Line. Found on Norwegian Escape, Norwegian Joy, Norwegian Encore, and Norwegian Bliss, Aquaracer adds a competitive side to a typical raft slide. You can choose to sit on a 1 or 2 person raft and can race your friends and family down the attraction. Overall, up to 4 people can use this water slide at a time. Guests slide down a large slide, which is decorated with glowing marine life art and transparent sections. There are even wider sections for the opportunity to pass the riders in front, adding up to an awesome slide for the whole family. Number 2. Tidal Wave on Royal Caribbean. Found on Liberty of the Seas, after her Royal Amplification refurbishment, Tidal Wave is the first and only boomerang-style slide at sea. Guests experience the heart-stopping attraction on a 2-person raft, with a calm section before plummeting down a large drop, then being shot up an even higher near-vertical wall, before dropping back down to the end of the ride. And finally, number 1, the Blaster on Royal Caribbean. The Blaster, found on Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas after her Royal Amplification refurbishment, holds the record for the longest waterside at sea. Guests ride on a 2-person raft through the ride. In the tunnels, bright LED light displays are shown, while, in the outside segments, strong jets of water propel the raft up and down like a roller coaster, before ending with a giant splash. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.